Hello all, welcome back to Shri FC. I hope you all are well, you're good, you all are having great days because I had a fantastic weekend. We went away to Burnley, we beat them 4-1, scoring 4 goals, and the tides are changing. Chelsea is really getting back on form, and as a supporter, I'm really happy. Whether we are down, whether we are up, I love this club. And now I've been telling on this channel that we are just coming, it's just not going in the back of the net. And now we score 4, and we are slowly and slowly progressing. 3 wins on the bounce in all competition is really looking good. So today I'm going to dissect our victory against Burnley, 4-1 victory. I'm going to discuss 5 things I learned in this game. Just requesting you all before I start to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Your support really means a lot to me. Hit the bell icon, and also with that, let me know your opinions in the comment section as well of 5 things you learned in this game and your opinion on the victory of Chelsea against Burnley. First thing learned in this game is the composure of Cole Palmer and the calmness he brings to the side. I said in the last video as well, which I made of the last victory as well, that is a very important player in the system, and the manager has slowly brought him, not straight away brought him, so credit to the manager. And now I think he has to be a starter in the lineup against Arsenal. He is a very important system in the way we are playing right now. He is the calm and composed player we have needed on the wings for a very, very long time. He helps us dictate the possession. He helps us dominate the ball. If you saw the second half, he came a bit inner as well, which allowed Chelsea a bit more width. He can play as a number 10. He can also drift inside and play as another number 10 or a creator in the side, leaving a lot of width aside. But also he can work as a winger. The way he cuts inside, his passing intelligence, the way he makes passes and spots the runs of Sterling and Jackson is something really good to see. He was doing that at the start of the season as well when we lost to Nottingham Forest, when we lost to Villa. He was always finding their passes, and he always shows why he's a Manchester City graduate, good on the ball, composed on the ball. He never hurries the ball, and that is something our team needed. We are a team that for decades has been trying to overdo on the ball and not very composed on the ball. And when Reece James come back, Cole Palmer, Reece James on the one side, and then Sterling and Colville on the other, this side is going to be very attacking, and this is going to be a fantastic combination. James, Palmer, both really creative players, and Cole Palmer is a really important player in the system for his composure, his calmness, what he brings. And the biggest thing for such a young player at this age, he's so calm, he's so composed, and the guy is just not nervous, and he's so good in the ball. The creativity he brings that Chelsea has been lacking for a very, very long time. Now coming on to second thing learned, and the second thing is same I discussed in the last video, that is Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo and Gallagher. They're working really, really well together. I'm not calling them some of the best midfield in the league, no. But I'm saying they're going to be difficult midfield to play because they bring pressing, dynamism, creativity, they cover the ground, and I think this midfield right now is providing the team a lot of balance. Earlier, the manager was trying to play Enzo as a number 10 and Gallagher a bit deeper, which was a mistake. Now the manager is rectified and the balance is there. We build up really nicely with Caicedo and Enzo. Caicedo now doesn't lose the ball in the press because he knows Enzo is there. Conor Gallagher is the first phase of Chelsea press, and along with Moses Caicedo, he helps us win the ball higher up the field. You saw the second goal where Caicedo was high up the field. He retained the ball and then we went down to win the penalty. You saw the third goal. Caicedo won the ball. Gallagher higher up the field. He gives it to Sterling and we score the goal. This is what Caicedo and Gallagher bring to us right now. And Caicedo is also really good on the ball as well. Enzo Fernandez is a midfield journal in the team. He helps dictate the tempo of the game. He is a creative outlet we've got in a team in the midfield department. He also dictates the tempo of the game. He helps us build up from the back. He helps to take the ball from defense to midfield, and it really helps us. He's not a natural number 10. He should be in between the field, and that is what Pochettino has done right now. We easily form the triangles. Caicedo, Gallagher, Enzo. Sometimes it's Enzo going a bit forward, Caicedo being a DM. Sometimes Enzo a bit deeper, and Caicedo, Gallagher going forward, pressing and winning the ball back. And whenever the opposition has the ball, Caicedo is pressing them, Gallagher is pressing them, Palmer is pressing them, Broha is pressing them. And along with that, the pressure is so high that we always win the ball. And that is something this midfield is bringing: energy, dynamism, pressing in unity, which is really, really important right now. And credit to Conor Gallagher, he covers so much ground and it eases the pressure on Enzo Fernandez, and we are very, very good defensively, but also attackingly, we always win the ball. So this midfield is really working well for us right now. That is the second thing I learned in this game. Third thing I learned in this game is manager is going to stick with this Levy Colville and left back experiment, and now this is going to be for a long, long time in the season, and I'm going to back the manager, and I'm really happy with Levy Colville performances because right now we know Chilwell is out for some time as well. Managers never played Ian Matsane, Cucurella is playing at the right, and I think now Levy Colville is going to be a left back. And I think Levy Colville, again, to be really honest, he didn't have a good game. Defensively, I think he could have done better for the goal, but I still believe he had a good game. I don't blame him for the defensive error because he's not a left back who is very pacey, who can cover the ground, so I don't really blame him. Now, I still believe I would still like to see Levy Colville play as a centre back just because I think that he's still not a left back who overlaps, who creates those overloads in the wide. And this is why sometimes I feel from the left side, we're attackingly not really strong. He's still a very good passer with the ball, but sometimes you need a left back that can overlap. But I think the manager has got an idea where once Reece James come back, Reece James and Cole Palmer on the one side and Conor Gallagher with them at the right side, I think we are going to be a very, very attacking team from one side. And then you've got Raheem Sterling from the left side now, how as we saw against Burnley, cutting inside, creating havoc. And Nico Jackson has it with Sterling, going a bit wider, Sterling sometimes coming forward. So Nico Jackson can be the one who provides the width, and Levy Colwill will be a bit of defensive stability when Reece James attacks from the right side. So I'm going to back the manager on this, but I will love to see Levy Colwill as a centre back. But right now, Levy Colwill is slowly settling in the role, and in the last some games, he's really played well, and attackingly, his game has only grew better. Fourth thing I learned is the confidence of Nico Jackson, and the preseason Nico Jackson is back right now, and that is something which I was really excited. The way Nico Jackson came on, his substitute appearance, first how much pressure he eased on Raheem Sterling. What Nico Jackson was doing is Nico Jackson was dropping a lot wider, and sometimes Sterling was getting a lot of freedom to run at the players of Burnley. So the understanding between both of them was really, really good and refreshing to see. So Nico Jackson, again and again I've said on this channel, he's a very nice striker. He can dribble with the ball, he can carry the ball. He's not just a natural number 9. He's a really, really good player who can even play as an inside forward. He's such a nice player. I think earlier in the season when he missed the chance against Nottingham Forest, and then we lost the match against Villa where he got his 5th yellow card, I think even being such a young guy, the pressure was getting to him, and I was not seeing the Nico Jackson I saw in the preseason. But in this match, the goal he scored, that was such a cool and composed finish there for him. The way he cut inside the defender, really slotted into the back of the net, that is something only a confident player will do, a happy player will do, and that is something which I really enjoyed. I think the Brighton victory did this side a whole world of good. Confidence was back, smile was back, and then we got a victory against Fulham, and after that the place is happy, the place is nice, youngsters are happy, and Nico Jackson looked really confident. That was a very good goal, because this is a boy who brings a lot of dribbling. He's a player who is very, very smart, he makes a good runs, he really, really runs nicely in the wide areas, giving the freedom to the wingers. He's a really nice striker. The only thing missing from his game was the goals. He was putting in nice performances, and seeing him come from the bench, score the goal, putting the pressure on Broha right now, the competition between them, I think we are on a good street, and that is another thing I learned, because Nico Jackson was a massive, massive positive, and he looked a really confident boy as we saw in the preseason. Now I'm going to discuss a bit on just on the negative side. I'm so happy with the victory, but just like the 4-1, 4 positives, but there has to be 1 negative. And I think, to be really honest, defensively we're making a lot of individual errors, and that is something we have to cut out. I think in the first half we weren't really good, to be honest, and if we played a better side, we could easily have been 1-2-0 down by half time, and then the comeback will not have been possible. I think we really need to do better in that department. This season we have been defensively really good, but when we have conceded the goal, it's been due to individual errors. You saw against West Ham, all the goals we considered were individual errors. You go on to Nottingham Forest match, individual error. You go to the Aston Villa match, everybody switched off. And against Burnley, first Levy Colwill lost his man, and then we went on. Thiago Silva did not even try to commit to his man, and I think Cucurella at that point could have done better, but I don't blame him much. But Thiago Silva for me should have committed there. So defensively right now, I still believe we are a bit of concern right now. I still believe we're making a lot of individual errors, and even in the against Brighton, even against Fulham, Sanchez has been performing so well, to be really honest. He's been keeping us in the games. But even Robert Sanchez sometimes has made a bit of pass error, and João Pedro should have scored for Brighton. So these are a bit of errors we have to stop in a game. We are playing really well, we are defending well, the manager is coaching well, but when we go there and make that individual errors, we're not helping ourselves. So this is something players have to cut out, and for me, I love Thiago Silva, but Thiago Silva has to try to commit a bit in the situations. I think if Thiago Silva tried to commit in the situation, we might have not considered the goal. Max to Max would have considered free kick, and it will not have been red card because there was another man behind. So these are something we can improve. These are 5 things I learned. Do let me know your opinion, your thinking about this. Thank you. Wishing you the best. Thank you.